y'all, welcome to Broken to Hill podcast. It's your girl Bianca here. I'm your host Bianca, and yeah, we are at episode 3. I am super excited about this. Oh my gosh, like now at this point, before I started, I know we're only at episode 3, but like when we first started with episode 1, excuse me. Whoa. Excuse me. When I was at episode 1, I was so nervous, y'all. But now we're at episode 3, and your girl looks forward to this every week. I'm here every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you check. Make sure you put your post notification bells on, subscribe to the channel, and like the videos, y'all. Okay, your support matters and your feedback matters, so make sure you comment down below on anything that you want to say, your thoughts, and we could talk about it. We could definitely talk about it on Fridays. We could talk about it. Episode 3. We are at episode 3. If you have missed episode 1 or 2, you could always go back and check it out, and you know, share with your family, share with your friends, and let them know that the Broken to Hill podcast is the place to be every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so the first episode was about It's Bigger Than Me. That was the first one. The second one was, come on Bianca, the season of choosing me, aka my selfish error, right? Well, today, for episode 3, we're going to be talking about distractions canceled. Distractions canceled. Before I even get started with that, make sure you add me on all my social platforms at Broken to Hill podcast, all right? Don't miss your girl. Don't miss your girl. All right? So, distractions canceled is the name of episode 3, and we're just going to get right into it. We're going to get right into it. And I want to give a little backstory about me a little bit, and why I call this episode Distractions Canceled. So one thing about me, not even a backstory, something to know about me, I should say. One thing about me is that I can get distracted very easily, especially if it's something that I don't want to do. All right, I'm going to be completely honest here, completely transparent. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but if it's something I don't want to do, the distraction is just like, yeah, I can't wait for that distraction to pop up. Okay, I didn't even want to do that in the first place. Or sometimes I can just be hooked on something, and immediately if that distraction wins over what I'm doing, I'm going to go with the distraction. For instance, let's just use this as an example. Okay, I'm writing a paper. I really don't want to sit home to write a paper, but my friends called me to go out for bowling. Paper, bowling. Bianca, you know you have to get this done. But who doesn't want to have fun? It's always that what if I miss it? What if I miss it? What if I miss this? And it's like, wow, now I'm going to look on social media and find out all my friends is having fun, and I'm just sitting home writing a paper. Then I could just come home and just write after. We all felt this way. We've all had this experience. It might have not been with school, but other things in life. And it would get me, knowing that when you come home from bowling, whatever, you probably won't even come home at the time that you said you was going to come home. So you don't even get to finish the paper. Or you just go hang out and you just be like, you know, I'll finish tomorrow, never finish tomorrow. Next you know, the night before, you're like this. Oh my God, like, why did I go out? But yeah. So distractions can come very easily, very quickly. And I'm at this point in my life where I was at a point in my life, that I used to just let things distract me. Whether it's people, things, places, I used to just let everything distract me. Everything I had my mind on, I will push aside just to handle the distraction. And I'm going to be completely transparent and completely honest with you guys. That hasn't gotten me too far at all. Because you know what happens when you get distracted? You end up going off that path of where you're supposed to go. So now maybe if I wasn't distracted, it could have took me 2 days to get there. But because of all these distractions, now it's taking me 40 days. And now I'm in this season of my life where I realize that all distractions just have to be canceled. I can't afford to miss another season. Respectfully, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but in the last episode we spoke about the shift, and God is shifting and how we're a part of the shift, and we're not going to miss it. We're included this time. Like, we're going to be included, and we're moving wherever God takes us. That's where we're going. And I can no longer be distracted anymore. If God is shifting and he's shifting us, I can't afford to be distracted. I can't afford to let distractions cross my path to put me on another path that God already lined me. He said go straight, and I'm turning right. I'm not there. No more distractions. The distractions have to come to a close. Guys, you have to be so sick of yourself and so tired of it. How long are you going to let that thing, that person, or that place distract you? I'm sorry, but when we decide, let's do it. Let's go back to the example of the paper. I have a paper due tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Oh, matter of fact, let's do this. I have a paper due tomorrow at 11 a.m. But my friends invited me to go bowling tonight. Now, what can I do? I can just go bowling tonight, right? Because it's the what if. It's the oh man, like, what if I miss it? Like, we might go here. That's my favorite spot because I know I hang out with them. We always end up going there, and I love to eat there, and you know, when they serve that there, and it's just like, I don't know if we're gonna end up going with those group of friends. You know, I haven't seen them in so long, and we start making up these excuses in our head to go to follow up with this distraction. But let me tell you something. Anytime you choose something that is better off, that's going to put you in a better off position in life, always, like, instead of saying, what if, you know, I miss it, be satisfied in your decision. Don't have any regrets in your decision. You know what, Bianca? You're going to stay home and write this paper. And because you chose to sit down and stay home to write this paper, you're going to get an A+. And your friends, they will go another time. They'll go another time, so don't worry about it. But you have to be set. Don't let your mind start playing mind tricks with you to think that the distractions is the way to go. You have to be so set on your path and the decisions that you're making, on the alignment that God has for your life, that when something starts to come and creep on you, be like, no, and it starts to creep again, you be like, no, it starts creeping, I don't even play like that. I don't even play like, there is nothing right now that can get me off of my purpose that's going to lead me to promise and destiny. That's going to lead me to that abundant life. There is nothing and there is no one that is going to take me off that path. I have done it before between, we can even say relationships, friendships. Friendships, they'll distract you real quick. Relationships, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. You're supposed to be up doing something, but instead you just say, oh, I'm just going to relax. I'm just going to relax with him. We've all had that. I'm guilty for it. I could be, look, I could be honest. I could be transparent with you guys. I've done it before. I'm supposed to be going to handle something, but instead I was like, I'm just going to lay down and relax with him and watch a movie. No more, sis. No more of that. No more of that. Distractions are canceled. They're canceled. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And I wrote a few points here too, because I was like, I don't want to get off course, because you know me, I like to yap. You know me. And you know what, honestly, once you start canceling those distractions, but before I even go there, hold on. Let's bring it back. So sometimes, let's talk about different distractions. So we said friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, those type of relationships. Let's talk about pain. Because pain is a distraction. Hurt, mind chatter, depression, anxiety, fear. Those are all distractions. Worry. And those are distractions because God didn't put that in us. Fearfully, wonderfully made. We don't worry. You don't have to worry about anything. There's no fear. There's no doubt when you have faith in God. Faith, doubt, worry, anxiety, depression don't belong here. It doesn't belong in my life. So I cast that out. And oh gosh, you should repeat that over your life. Because the power of the tongue. I'm telling you, the power of the tongue. But to go back, all those things are part of distractions. They are all part of distractions. So we need to learn how to recycle that pain. Recycle that pain. Because it's either you're going to let it crush you, or you're going to let it redefine you. Oh! Oh, thank you, God. It's either you're going to let that pain crush you, or you're going to let it redefine you. I don't know about you, but life be lifing. And there's times that people have hurt me. There's times that things just hurt. We're human. We feel things. Things happen. Maybe one of a close family member passed away. Something tragic happened in our lives. And that's understandable. Maybe you're grieving someone who's alive, who left you. But we have to learn how to recycle that. And we could just put our pain and bring it into motivation. Put that pain, instead of it looking as a loss, bring it as a blessing and a lesson. Put that pain and just turn it around as a charge to just go harder and just to stay hungry, to never be comfortable. If we can just turn that pain into action. Because life's for everyone. The question is that what are you going to do in your pain? What are you going to do in your dark season? When there is no light and you on promise, and you're on promise, purpose, and destiny, what are you going to do in that dark season? Are you going to let that dark season crush you while you're fighting to go through purpose? Or are you going to let that dark season redefine you? I don't know about y'all, but I know I'm going to take my pain and I'm going to get hungry. Because you know what? I can't can't afford to drop the ball. Like I said in the first episode, I have a covenant. I am carrying this covenant over my life, and other people's lives. I can't afford to drop the ball. If I drop it, who's going to cover them? So best believe all my pain is going to turn into hunger. And this is a prayer I always say to myself. Oh, and when I first started this podcast, I kept praying this prayer. And I said, God, show me to keep my vision, my mission, my assignment alive in my darkest season. God, show me to keep my vision, my mission, my assignment alive in my darkest season. Stay hungry in your dark seasons. Don't let it crush you. Because it's so easy to just fall in that dark season and get distracted. It's so easy to just slip in fear. It's so easy to slip in self-doubt. It's so easy to slip in anxiety. It's so easy to worry. It's so easy. But ask God to keep you alive in your darkest season. Because we need to use our dark seasons, the pain that we receive, the hurt, and change it to a charge. To just go harder. Like, you know what? You tried me there, but let me show you how to bounce back. You thought I was going to fall there, but let me show you how I'm going to get back up. Don't let the distractions take over. That distraction is closed. If I close it now. I close it now. I close it now. It's time to make. It's time to make the impossible possible. It's time to make the impossible possible. Excuse me, y'all. There's people that are watching you. And it's not always good watchers, not always good viewers. There's people watching you. And they could just be talking about you. Simply saying, oh, she's going through that. I bet she won't get up from that. And I'll tell you, I bet I will. Because you know what? You are going to see in my life how I make the impossible possible. And on top of that, I serve a God. I serve a God who has no limits. He is a limitless God. So with me, you're going to see the impossible become possible. Because I would never let no distraction take me off my promise, purpose, and destiny. It's time, y'all. Distractions closed. You gonna hear me say that. You probably gonna hear me say that a couple of times in this episode. But I'm serious, y'all. Distractions close. Somebody has to tell you, and I'm gonna be the person. You might feel some type of way, but I always look at things like things happen for a reason. Certain things are shown to you at the appointed time for a reason. Certain things grab your attention for a reason. Certain videos pop up for a reason. I don't care if the person or everyone you loved walked out on you. Keep going. Keep going. Turn that pain into charge. Turn that pain into charge. Sometimes people come out of our lives because they're just not part of that season anymore. They're just not part of that season anymore. You are going somewhere. Like I told you, God is shifted. And sometimes when it comes to that shift, there's certain people that's just not going to be part of your life anymore. So if everybody, which is a distraction, people are distractions. Best believe it or not, there are some people that come in your life that are distractions. I'm not going to say everyone, but there are some. There are some. And if they leave, I need you to turn that pain, that grieving, that grief into charge. Into charge. And always remember that during this time when you're closing and you're canceling distractions out of your life, and you're going forward to purpose, promise, and destiny, you have to destroy the limitations that you have over you. Whew! I'm going to say that one more time. Anytime you are you're pushing forward to go through promise, purpose, and to get to destiny, and you're canceling all distractions out of your life, you have to destroy the limitations that you put on your life. If you serve a God who is limitless, why are you putting limitations over your life? If God does the impossible, if he can make the impossible possible, if God can make the impossible possible, why are we putting limitations on our lives? There's no limitations here. Destroy them. That mind chatter, that little on your shoulder that's talking to you, oh, you can't do that. Yes, you can. There's no limitations when you're going to purpose, promise, and destiny. You can do anything. And I mean just about anything. Anything. As long as you have faith, you have God, and you believe. Destroy the limitations over your life. Cut that mind chatter out. And if you ever feel like you put a limitation over your life, you better start praying. You better stop praying. God, help me not to lead on my own understanding. Help me not to lead on my own understanding, but on your will, your way. I believe, God, and I trust you. I trust you. Destroy the limitations over your life. Destroy them completely. Destroy them. You think that I could have sat here and did something that I've never done in my life by putting limitations over my life? No. No, there's no limits here. I'm sorry. There's no limits here. I'm going for everything. As long as God said you can do it, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. And I'm sorry, y'all. You have to destroy that limitation. Move the mountain. Move it. You have the power of your tongue to move that mountain. Destroy it. Destroy the limitations and move the mountain. Move it. Okay, you see that wall there? Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Distractions canceled. Distractions canceled, y'all. Distractions canceled. And I also want to talk about, in this time, in this season, I need you to be what you need in this season. Don't become an excuse. Okay? be what you need. Distractions canceled. Distractions canceled. Pain is temporary. And crisis is as well. Nothing lasts forever. Always remember that. Pain is temporary and crisis is as well. Nothing lasts forever. So don't let that pain, that distraction, yes, that I call pain, because pain is a distraction, which we spoke about. Don't let it take over. Because remember, that pain is temporary. But seated on assignment with promise, purpose, and destiny can last forever. We talking about a full shift in life. Not something that's going to just have us for 2 weeks and then next week I'm feeling like this brand new person. We're not going to let that affect us. No. Not today, not going forward, not never. Because we are on assignment. We can't afford distractions, y'all. We can't afford to be distracted. The only thing I want to see is action. Turn all that pain, action, to action. Like I said, I want everything to just recycle. Recycle everything. I want it to be full action. We're in the season of just being in action. In full action. We are going to be in full action. Today, if you haven't started what you want to do in this life, or started the plan that God has put on your life, the purpose that God has put in your life, I need today to be your first day that you fully decide that you're going to do it from now on and going forward. Because the first day that you decide to fully do the things that you say you were going to do, that's when your life changes. That's where your life changes. And this brings us back to just being obedient, y'all. Being disciplined. Start that thing that you want to start. Let today be the first day that you start. And put your full foot on that gas pedal. And don't you let up. Don't let no distraction come your way. No people, no person, no place, no thing come your way. Let this be the day that you fully put your 100% in the things that you say that you want to do, and watch how your life change. Because you know what? You have canceled every distraction out of your life, and you have become disciplined, and you have become obedient. And like I always say, if you handle God's business, God will take care of your business. Let today be the day that you fully step into the things that you say that you want for your life, that God has aligned for your life. Let today be the day. And don't let any distraction take you away from that. Zero distractions take you away from that. Y'all, God is shifting us, y'all. He is completely shifting us in this season. And I don't know about y'all, like I said this over and over again, but I'm not missing another season. I am not. And I'm laughing, but I am so serious. I am not missing another season. I am sick and tired of myself. I am sick and tired of going through the same cycle. I don't know about y'all, but I am tired of cycling. I'm tired of feeling like I'm just going through the same cycle. The same cycle of friends. Maybe the same cycle in life. Maybe the same cycle of work. Maybe the same cycle with family. Whatever it is, I am tired of the cycle. And I am ready to break the cycle. And for me to go through that, I have to stay in alignment. I have to stay in my purpose. And I can't let distractions take me out. I can't let temporary things in life take me out. There will always be a time to hang out with your friends. There will always be a time to do that thing, y'all. But this is your time and your season to do what God has put you on. That assignment that God has put you on. We are done missing these seasons. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not missing another year. I don't know about y'all, but this is my last season working at a job that I don't like. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't like my job. I love my job. But I know that God did not create me and put me in this life to just work this little 9 to 5 and that's it. I know that I am pushed to live this abundant life and I'm going for it. This season, I'm not missing it. I'm not missing the calling. I'm going to hear God this season. I'm in his presence this season. I'm here because I will no longer work at that job that I don't want to work at. That job that I hate, and hate is a strong word. But there's people out there. I know some of y'all out there like, oh God, I hate this job. And for the people that love your job, God bless you. But the ones that's out there that knows that I am called to more, and they don't even like their job. Every day they get up like, oh my gosh, I'm back here again. This lady, this boss. Who's tired of it, that knows for sure every day that they are worth so much more in this life and they deserve so much more in this life, but still do nothing about it. Don't miss this season. This will be my last season of working at a job that I hate. This will be the last season of my struggle. I don't know about y'all, but in New York right now, I live in New Jersey, but still, inflation is ridiculous. Things are high. It is getting out of control. I just saw a meme the other day that 40-hour work weeks, you can't even afford a 2-bedroom in New York anymore. Times is hard, y'all. It is getting hard for people out here right now. You can't afford to let no distraction take you off where you're supposed to be going with God. Your alignment with God, you can't afford it. You don't have time for that temporary distraction to get you off no wheel. You can't even, you don't even have that decision to be like paper bowling. You're doing the paper because you have somewhere to go. You have promise. You have purpose. You have destiny over your life. Hello? Are we not breaking stereotypes and generational curses here? It is bigger than you. You have to start thinking that things are bigger than me. It's not only about my future. It's about right now. You know how many lives you are touching right now, or you could be touching right now? What about your future generation? Their kids and their kids and the kids and the kids. It matters, y'all. You cannot miss another season. I'm not struggling no more. I will not struggle anymore. I will not live check to check anymore because I want to go with what the things that I want and I desire. And keep following distractions that lead me astray. Whew. I'm no longer going that way anymore. The distractions are canceled. They're done. I had my little bit of fun with the distractions, but as you can see, it just brings you back in a circle. And that's when the mind chatter and the enemy comes and starts talking to you and telling you, well, you ain't good enough anyway. You might as well just stop and go over there. Or the fear, the doubt, the worry. Oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Or where you think you're supposed to be at that time or at that age. Whew. Distractions cancel. You can't miss another season. Because I don't want to only point to you. I don't want you to think I'm pointing you out. I can't miss another season. I don't know about y'all, but I can't afford it. And I will not go another season. I am tired of working my tail off. And people just devalue me. You ever felt like that? You go to work and it's just like, you know that you just give out so much value at your job. And they just continue to just belittle you. And just show you like, Let me tell you right now, that is a sign you don't belong there. You don't belong there. Stop letting the enemy try to trick you into a life that you're not meant to have. If God called you to an abundant life, why are you letting the enemy trick you that this is all that you were made for? This is all that you was created to do. Stop letting fear, anxiety, depression, temporary crisis, temporary life situations, grieving of a living person, grieving, just grief, hurt, a heartbreak. Stop letting that distract you for the things that are meant to guide you, to give you charge. Things happen in life, but you recycle that pain and you charge that thing. You know, that hurt me, but I'm going to take that hurt and I'm going to push it out. Or you know what? I'm going to put that in my story. I'm going to add that pain that I got, that suffering that I went through all those years, and I'm going to put it to my story. Take it as a charge. Take it as a charge. Let it charge you up. Let it charge you up. Recycle it, y'all. Don't settle for less than what you... Oh, I can't even get the words out. Don't settle for less. You are made for so much more. Don't let those distractions take you out. The distractions are canceled. They're canceled. Completely. Canceled. Access denied. Access denied. You don't belong here. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. You can't even come in on this way. I don't even see you. I don't even see you. All I see is the life that God says I can have. Life full of abundance. Whew. Life full of promise. And so much more. I don't see that. I'm sorry. I can't see that. There's nothing that you can say. There's nothing that you can do. And you know what's so funny? I have been really sick as of lately. And I end up going to the emergency room. But that's neither here or there. And all I kept thinking about is like, oh, the enemy's trying to get me off an assignment. He is trying. That's a distraction. Because you know what? I was getting a little worried. I was getting a little worried about my health. I was getting a little worried about my health. I was like, oh man, I hope this is not bad. But it's like, distraction, worry, that's a distraction. You ain't gonna catch me. You're not gonna catch me because God, my God is a healer. And my assignment's not done yet. God has put me on assignment. My assignment's not done. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. My assignment is not done. God said he's going to heal me. And I see him do it to my mother. I see him do it to my grandmother and my sister and so many other people in my life that I've been connected to. He is a healer. I'm not going to let that work take me out. And it's so funny because on top of being sick, my throat was killing me. My voice, I was starting to lose my voice. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the podcast for Friday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because my throat hurt. And if my throat hurt, that means I can't talk to the people. And it looks like I might have to miss this Friday. It's the little thing on my shoulder that said, well, you might as well let them know that you're sick. You won't make it. Yep. The medicine won't work. You'll be in pain forever. Yeah, no. It's a no. It's a distraction. Because my God is a healer. And guess where I'm at today? Hello, Friday. And guess where Bianca's at? Here. Because you know what? My God is a healer. And he said he would heal me. And I will be fine. And I'm not missing my assignment. I don't care if I had to whisper on this joint. Okay? You was going to hear me today. And today, I can promise you, this is the strongest my voice has ever been. Because when you're on promise, purpose, and destiny, and you have these distractions coming, and you're weaving them like, nope, no, I already know what God told me where I was supposed to be. So I'm going to make sure I'm there at that appointed time and in the season. I am fully aligned. When you're so straightforward and you cancel distractions, look how things show up for you in your life. Things just start to work out, don't it? It just starts to work out. And if you don't feel that way, I'm going to be a living testimony. It starts to work out. I'm going to tell you the truth. It starts to work out. Distractions canceled, y'all. Distractions canceled. We're not oh Lord, I'm not missing another season. Another season. Just remember that the environment and your conversations, they matter. The environment you're in and the conversations that you have, the environments that you place yourself, and the conversations that you have, remember those things matter. Those can count as distractions as well. For me, as of right now, I can use an example, social media. I can use social media as an example because we all feel like social media is a distraction. It is. It's a distraction. It puts that little thing on your shoulder. There you go again. Talking about, oh, well, I bet you wish you was living like that. I bet you wish you had that. Oh, I'm still this age and I'm not where I'm supposed to be. But look at them. They're where they're supposed to be. Wow, they're in love and I still haven't found love yet. Oh, I just want to get married and have babies. And all these little things just start to just come up on social media, which is a distraction when you start scrolling. You ain't going to have me there either. You're not going to have me there. Social media for me is a business platform. I go there, I post, I do what I have to do. I share my content because I'm into content creation. And I'm out. You're not going to have the control over my life because you know sometimes the enemy will put things in play for you to see things to make you slip back into that distraction of anxiety, worry, fear, and doubt. Or it'll bring back that pain that you just used to recycle, to charge you, to remind you like, oh, remember that situation? You remember that heartbreak? You remember that? They did that same thing to you. You're not even going to catch me there. Because I'm canceling all distractions out of my life now. Another example, conversation. There's just certain conversations I'm going to tell you right now, don't call me for it. And my friends know, I'm not having that conversation with you. You're going to have to go vent to the other one because this friend right here ain't having it. If we ain't talking about promise, purpose, destiny, alignment with God, or just bettering ourselves, I'm not hearing that. You know why? Because spirits start to fall on you, y'all. They start to fall on you. You're not going to distract me there. And you're not going to catch my friends either, because anybody that's connected to me will reach purpose, promise, and destiny. And will have the abundant life that God says they will have. Everything that they desire, they will have. The people connected to me don't have to settle, because they will receive all and more. So those little distraction comments, I tell my friends, right, we got to get out of that. We taking that one out. Environment. Example, I don't drink anymore. What could I do? Go to the club with my friends. All my friends is drinking. And look what I'm surrounded. A whole bunch of people that drink. No judgment. If you drink, you have your glass of wine, that's you. I don't care. There's no judgment here. But this is just an example of an environment. If I don't drink anymore, but yet I'm in an environment where all my friends is getting drunk and the bar's right there, everybody's passing liquor, well, then you know what the little thing on your shoulder gonna start saying? Bianca, it's just one drink. You don't do it often anyway. Like, it's not gonna kill you. You don't really do it that much anyway. One drink is not gonna kill you. If you just drink for tonight, you'll be fine. Your environment, Matt, and the next you know what happens. Bianca slips and has a drink. And you know what? It probably might not want. Bianca been drinking all night. And guess what? Now Bianca is drunk. And now, that distraction. Now instead, when I should be getting up the next morning to do something else, your girl is hungover. Your environment matters. Your environment matters. The conversations you have, they matter. Everything you do in this season matters. I don't want you to get comfortable with just environment and conversation. Everything you do in this season matters. Cancel the distractions. Everything you do in this season matters. I cannot stress that enough, because I don't want y'all to just pinpoint, well, as long as I mind my environment and as long as I mind those conversations, I can still listen to that music. That's not going to take me out. But little do you know, the enemy will try you there too. The music is a distraction too. And let's get really into it. So the people that are really into music, you ever start singing like, oh, woo, I got an example. Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole, she is good. She is good. But that girl, ooh, I love her music, but she always went through some hurting phase, all right? She was hurting, okay? And I felt the girl. I probably never been cheated on. I should have cheated. I lied. Like, you just start, and you can listen to her album, and you will just start going through all these emotions that you've never felt, or that you felt in the past, and now you just sit here revisiting them. Distraction, y'all. That's a distraction. If you're not strong enough to listen to the music, and I won't even say that, I take that back. The enemy will try to use the music to get you back into that space. He said, you know what? She hasn't been falling off anywhere else. But if I can get her to listen to this song a couple of times, I can get her right back where I want her. Woo! Be intentional in this season. Be intentional with everything in this season. You can't let nothing pass you. Just pass you by. You got to be intentional about your space, your peace, your environment, the conversations you have. You have to be so intentional. So intentional. And especially with your time, y'all. Sorry, I just want to make sure. Yeah, especially with your time. We got to close these distractions out before they take you out. Close the distractions out before they take you out, please. I'm begging you now. Close it out before it takes you out. Because I've been there. The distractions have taken me out. I have taken it. I have taken a next route. A temporary route for temporary satisfactions. Don't take the temporary route for that temporary satisfactions. Stay on course. Because that's all it is. The distraction is just a temporary, it's just a temporary out. That's it. The distraction is just a temporary out. Stay on the course. Stay on the course. And we're going to pray the prayer that I said. God, show me to keep my vision, my mission, my assignment alive in my dark seasons. Recycle that pain and bring it to charge. I only want to see action. We're not missing another season. That's it. No more seasons. We're not missing no more seasons because the distractions are canceled. Done. They're done. Done. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready. I'm ready to take charge. I'm ready to take charge. And and honestly, y'all, this is just a check. Don't ever feel like I'm just pointing out on you or like messages. When you see messages like this, I never take it as, they talking about me again. No, think of it as God is checking you to put you in the right position, to guide you to get to that abundant life that he said that we can have, to not settle for less, to put you on your purpose, to guide you to promise purpose and to reach destiny. Y'all, look at it as a check in the spirit, a check in the heart, a check in the mind. He's checking us, y'all. That's it. He's just checking us because he wants the best for his children. That's it. He wants the best for his children. And honestly, I want the best for myself. I want to become the best version of myself. And for me to do that, distractions have to come to a cancellation. It's canceled. It's done. Access denied. You do not belong here. I'm only seeing forward. You can't guide me to the left. I ain't shifting to the left. And I ain't shifting to the right. I'm staying in the lane. The lane where I'm going on the pathway of God, on my alignment with God, on my purpose, the abundant life, the life that I can have all and beyond. That's where I'm going. And sorry, distraction, but you can't take me off no wheel. My hands is not coming off this wheel. Not this time. Not this time. Not this season. And no time after that. My hands will stay on this wheel. I won't look back. I won't look to the left. And I won't look to the right. Because the distractions, the temporary outs, I won't be going there anymore. Period. Y'all, that's all I have to say. That's it. I feel full. I feel full. I love you guys. I love you guys. And I pray that things turn around for you. I truly do. I pray from the bottom of my heart that things turn around for you. But just know, for things to turn around, you have to fully step into the things that you say that you were going to do. Don't let no distraction, no temporary satisfaction, no temporary out, no temporary pain take you out. Don't let it take you out. You got this. I'm rooting for you, and I love you. Once again, I'm your host, Bianca. I am here every Friday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you add me at Broken to Heal Podcast. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. Share this video with your family, your friends, anybody that you connect to, anybody that needs this message. Make sure you share this to them. I love you. Bye, y'all, and have a great week, and I'll see you next Friday at 8 p.m. Later.